Throwing the right hand. Now, throwing the right hand or the two hand, it'd be your left hand if you're southpaw. It'd be your right hand if you're orthodox or right-handed. But one-on-one, get the jab right. Get that jab working from here. Bang. Right? Bang. That's mid-range or pressing a guy to fight inside, right? That's where it's coming from. If I'm out boxing, I'm still looking. I'm looking over the jab. Right? I'm still out. I'm boxing. Once you have that down, you start adding the two. Right? But we're gonna work on the one from mid-range. We're in here. When you can throw that jab, bang, and you're keeping your two hand here, you get developed a good habit of keeping it here. Bang, because I want to get that two to my opponent super quick. I want to get it there super quick. So it's coming from here. It's a little closer than over here. If I'm pulling this hand back, I'm out of position for the two. My two is going to get there much quicker from here. So once you've mastered that jab from here, now you're ready for the two. Two ways to throw the two. I'm going to show you the way I was originally taught how to throw a two. It's an old school way. It might take a split second longer maybe to get there, you could say. The other one I like to use when I'm building a combination or when I'm throwing combinations, the other two. But that two needs to get there quick, right? Real quick. So it's coming behind here. So one way, the way I was originally taught, you step in with the jab, you step in with the two. Everything's in a line. My opponent's still here. Sometimes you see guys holding mitts way out wide. I've never seen a guy's head be here and then here on my two. I've just never seen it. A lot of times I hold him right in here. He hit the one, the two's right behind it, right? Or we can use it right off here, 1, 2, off the same hand. So that's just a little mitt technique. But the point is the target's still gonna be in the same line, right? It should be. You should get that two off that quick to where his head is still right there. You touch him with the jab, pop, pop. The two is there, comes out smoking, right? Comes out with a lot of fire, a lot of heat, right? So one way to do it, we can step in, bang, bang. That's a 1, 2. We step with both shots, pop, pop, right? Now that two is gonna have a little bit more on it, pop, pop, than the other two. There's a push turn, right? Pop, pop. That two, that's one way. That's the old school. Now, if I want to just end my combination sometimes with just that heavy two, or I just want to throw a lead two, boom, that's the one I'm throwing. In and over, right? That's one way to throw it. Now, another way is to step in with the jab, turn with the two, just a turn. That two has the potential to get there a little bit quicker. Taking the feet out of it, so when I take the feet out of it, all the momentum on that initial step, boom, boom, I'm still turning, I'm still rotating, getting a lot of rotation on the punch. The rotation's in the hip, not the ankle. I don't want this. You see a lot of guys do this? And there's no rotation. Rotation comes from the hips. When I rotate the hips, it puts a lot of tension on my knee, and at some point, the ankle will kick. It's a byproduct of proper technique. Okay, so now when I'm here and I step, turn. I step with the jab, turn with the two, right? But I'm turning the hips. So I'm in here, pop, pop, right? Pop, pop. That's turning. I'm ready to come back with a 3. That works well when I'm building a combination. When I actually started training young kids many years ago, over 21 years ago, I taught them this 2 first, even though I myself was originally taught this 2. And I taught them that because we were building a combination. We were building the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, right? We're building a combination. For you, I would recommend learning that rotation 2 and the step in with the 2, right? If I ever start back at the beginning with young kids, I'm gonna bring them up learning both ways right off the bat. So learn them both, practice them both, but work on your 2. But make sure we're throwing it from here. Either way, I want to throw it from here. It'll get there quicker. It'll get there much quicker here. It'll be there faster. It'll have more on it, more leverage. Think of this. There's an imaginary line coming down the center of your body. The closer your elbow and fist is to that line, the more leverage I can get on the punch. The more centrifugal force I will add to that punch, the more power. This shot will be way harder if I'm out here floating, reaching. I lose leverage on that shot. This shot, it don't look as hard. It may not look as hard. I might not be working as hard. Using a lot of force out here. Over here, I'm power. Power versus force. I'm coming with it right here. This 2 has so much leverage on it. It gets there quick. Guys will just turn over like that, and the guy in the audience is like, dang, it didn't look like he hit him that hard. Because I wasn't out here reaching. Right? I was right in here. Boom, boom, sharp shooting. Like a sniper. And that 2 landed right on the chin, right? I'm gonna hit him on either side. That's the best place to hit him. Why? Because it adds a little rotation, a little torque right in there. We turn the electricity out. It's like a garden hose, right hand, and we're getting sidetracked. I'm just giving you a little extra. But imagine a garden hose, and once that garden hose gets a kink in it, it stops the flow of water coming through the hose. You wanna knock someone out? You put a kink in their neck. Right? Catch them in that with that rotation. Woo! What that does is it chokes off. It moves the C1, the top vertebrae. Imagine their head here and they're laying down on a table and these are their vertebrae. Move that top vertebrae and all those nerves coming through there get choked off for a second. The electricity in their body gets choked off. You see a guy buckle? That's like the lights flickering. You catch him and turn that electricity off long enough and that move that C1, that top vertebrae, move that, you shut the electricity off, and next thing you know, that guy waking up on the floor, on the canvas. So that's where you want to hit them. Either side is optimal. Down the middle works, uppercuts work, but ideally either side of that chin, turn them lights out. Keep training like a champ. Let's get that 2 looking sharp.